Genshin Impact MMO. 3 words I never thought I'd ever hear together in a single sentence, especially being used to describe a potential upcoming video game. But here we are. Hoyoverse, the studio behind the incredibly popular Genshin Impact, incredibly popular and successful Honkai Star Rail, and the moderately popular and successful Honkai Impact, have opened job listings for programmers with experience specifically with MMORPGs. They're not looking for gacha, they're not looking for single player or multiplayer RPGs, they're not looking for programmers with FPS or third-person shooter experience. No, they're looking for programmers with specifically experience in the MMORPG field, which means they're probably looking to expand into the MMORPG scene. Now, this is not the first time that we were made aware of this. It has been common knowledge for years now that HoYo were attempting to expand into MMOs at one point. And honestly, if anyone can combine the gacha and the MMO elements together and potentially save the genre, then they're the ones that can do it. Hoyoverse hiring devs with MMO experience sparks new Honkai MMORPG game rumors. Hoyoverse, popularly known for developing games like Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, is now recruiting employees with experience in MMO for pre-research positions on a new Honkai IP series. This is not Genshin, this is Honkai, so this will be set in the same world, the same realm as Honkai Impact and Honkai Star Rail. The company is looking to hire people for the roles of rendering developer, senior engine developer, level designer, and gameplay planner for the new project. This has sparked rumors of a potential new MMORPG game in the Honkai series from Hoyoverse. Furthermore, the job descriptions hint at another cross-platform title. However, Hoyoverse is yet to announce any upcoming projects officially, so this new MMO from them is going to, much like all of their games, be cross-platform compatible between PC, console, and I know this might upset some of you, but mobile. But all of their games are also incredibly high quality and not at all geared towards mobile functionality or designed as a mobile game first and then ported to other platforms as an afterthought. These are games that are developed for every major platform, not specifically one favoring one over the other. Before we delve any deeper into this, I want to take a moment to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon. Allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are incredible, and I cannot thank you all enough for the support. Let's keep talking. A tweet here was included as reference. It's gotten over 5,000 likes so far. Hoyoverse is now starting hiring employees who have experience with MMO game development. It's related to the Honkai IP series. Hoyoverse is currently hiring employees with extensive experience in MMO game development for a new Honkai IP pre-research positions. This has led to rumors suggesting that the company behind the game development of Genshin and Star Rail might be planning to create a new Honkai MMO. This is a Reddit thread that was opened over on the Honkai Star Rail subreddit. They're looking for a rendering developer, senior engine developer, level designer, gameplay planner for social, apparently. If you look further, it states that they're looking for people with extensive experience as a user of MMOs and action online games. So I'm assuming here, while they are targeting the MMO genre, they're also looking to make an action game or utilize an action combat system rather than Honkai Star Rail's turn-based combat system, which sounds great because Honkai Impact has a very good action combat system. I'd love to see that designed better or made more modern, kind of like Wuthering Waves. Applicants for rendering developer are expected to support and debug rendering features on multiple platforms such as Android, iOS, and console. They'll also be required to develop graphics systems such as terrain, water, vegetation, etc., and optimize multi-platform rendering performance. The senior engine developer will conduct in-depth business development and performance optimization of the engine, depending on the business, multi-platform, and build needs. Meanwhile, the level designer will be required to design and produce game-level content, plot, scene art, and more. One thing that HoYo does incredibly well is its story. It might be a little bit convoluted at times, there might be an excessive amount of story at times, but the narrative is always a central part of why their respective games are fun and enjoyable. Lastly, the gameplay planner will design game, multiplayer, and social related gameplay systems. Based on the job qualifications, Hoyoverse seeks employees with extensive experience in DAU, which is daily active users, multiplayer games or MMOs such as MOBA and PUBG. They are also expected to have experience in top international or domestic game companies, so they're definitely looking to expand outside of just China. But that makes sense, all of their games are. Their games are globally successful. Globally, Genshin and Honkai Star Rail make roughly the equivalent of what they make within China. As mentioned, the potential new Honkai IP is likely to be another cross-platform project for PC, console, and mobile devices, which makes sense. This is what all their games are cross-platform compatible with. However, there hasn't been any announcement for potential upcoming projects from the developer. That's because they're evidently recruiting right now. They haven't decided on exactly what they're planning on doing with all of this. I just know it's going to be set within the Honkai intellectual property. Moreover, since the company is still looking for employees for pre-research positions, fans may have to wait a little while to hear any official news. But let's be honest here, HoYo seem to be capable of producing their games pretty quickly. Honkai Star Rail only took a couple years. Zenless Zone Zero only took a couple years. This is significantly better than other games like Ashes of Creation that we've been waiting since, like, what, 2010 or 2012. We've already been waiting over a decade for. The Riot MMO was pushed back. We're probably not getting that till in the 2030s. Blue Protocol and Throne of Liberty, or God knows where. This might be the highest quality, most anticipated upcoming MMO in the foreseeable future. This could potentially have more players than any other MMO in existence, purely because there are tens of millions of players in Honkai Star Rail, tens of millions of players in Genshin Impact, all of which are probably going to come on over and try this game out. And then you have all the MMO players that are going to try this out. This will absolutely eclipse every other MMO. And with the HoYo polish, will probably also be a considerable success. Now, if none of this is of any interest to you, absolutely no problem. I got you covered 2 different videos on the screen right now. Might be more up your alley.